Welcome back, my friends, to another video, and may I say, happy holidays. Or Merry Christmas, if you're comfortable saying that. All kinds of things we could say about Christmas. I like to say Happy Solstice or Happy Yule, but whatever, Happy Hanukkah if that's your thing, or whatever it is, everyone's having some kind of fun holiday time this time of year. So whatever it is you're celebrating, happy seasonal salutations to you. And welcome to the last video for this year that I'm doing on this channel. I have some things I would like to share with you about the direction that this channel is going to go, and then I have some gifts that I would like to share with you. So stick around. I promise I will not take too long on where this is going, because I have things that I would like to do. You may have things you would like to do that you're probably doing right now while listening to or watching this video. So I have been taking some time to think things over, reprioritize, and look over things with my talents and where things have been going and such. And I may be cutting back even more on how often I post. I still want to post often, but I honestly don't know how much anymore, and I don't know what exactly it will always be on. I'm learning the value of following my intuition, and maybe that'll be something that I talk about more on here later. I don't know. This is just me feeding you what I've been learning is working for me in my own personal life. And I'm trying to apply that to my dreams and my goals. You know, part of this channel blowing up isn't really what my dream is. It's, what I want to use as a result of this blowing up, or me blowing up, or, me making money at this, or whatever, in order to create this charity that I want to create for people with religious trauma syndrome. But my intuition is telling me that my best course of action would be to focus more on my comedy and trying to really get that more out there. Because I've always been an artist, I've always been a writer. People have told me that I'm funny. It just comes to me. I can't really do it on demand. Like when I sit down and do these videos, I can't make myself be funny on the spot. But when I sit down and I think and put stuff together, I can usually come up with some good stuff. And so my intuition has been guiding me in that direction. And I haven't been working on it a lot lately, as much as I've wanted to. There's been other personal things that I've been having to work on, personal healing and development that I've had to do, things that I'm not really ready to talk about yet. I don't know when I'll be, because of the level of intensity that I've been going through with it. But it's finally coming towards, not towards an end, but towards a good point, to where I think I'll finally be able to move past some of these things that have been holding me back, and I'll be able to focus more on my comedy. Now, in working more on my comedy, yes, that means there will be less videos coming out on here, but in addition to whenever I do get a video out on here, there will be automatically a video from my comedy coming out every time I go out and do a new piece or bit that I will share on here. So one more reason to stick around. Those obviously won't be probably as often as the other videos. I'm trying to make some extra money on the side as well. I'm trying to offer my tarot readings to more people, trying to put myself out there to meet more people that would be interested in that sort of thing. And I'm slowly meeting more people, and it's slowly coming together. But I want to be able to actually go out and perform the comedy, and that is really one of the most difficult parts when you've got a car that you've got to take care of, and gas prices are not doing well, and there is a fair bit of distance to any comedy club that I want to go to and perform at, that are also in a city, which will of course automatically require additional money for parking. So there's it is a sacrifice to go and perform comedy. So if you ever see any other comedians out there that are struggling to get by, thank them, because they are really not making anything for a long time before, if any of them, make it big, and many of them don't. I may not. I have faith in myself that I will, but a lot of people don't, who deserve to make it, and they deserve a lot more credit than they get, because a lot of them get nothing for going out and putting themselves out there like that. But that is the direction I'm feeling pulled towards. The videos I do on here, yes, I still want to do the Bible videos, because I just have so much fun with those. But there are other things coming to me, intuitive wise, that strike me as maybe not more pressing, but more of a priority to talk about. And so I'm just following my intuition with those. And so for the next video that will be coming out, when I get it together, will be on the subject of brainwashing. Just in general. How to identify it, at least in others. I'm not sure how to. I'll be thinking about it and talking about it. It's something that's been on my mind that I would love to talk about, because it's all around us, and I may still be brainwashed to some degree, maybe it's possible, but many people are, and that don't even know it. You don't have to be religious to be brainwashed. Some people are religious without being brainwashed. It's possible, but brainwashing is on so many different levels, and it can be so incredibly bad for you the more you're brainwashed in different areas, and it's not fun to discover about yourself that you have, but the more you find and the more you free yourself, the better your life becomes. So it's something that's been on my mind that I'll be working on to talk about in my next video. And that's everything for this part, so on to the presents! Now, these gifts are nothing physical, but, well, no, they're not physical. They are nothing you can hold, or, well, some of them you can have in your possession, but if you know how. But I am sharing access to them with you. That is my gift. So, this is some incredibly delicious weed. But my intuition and cards, because I asked them, was guiding me to provide, to give you, my audience, a reading. Now, you may wonder, how does that work? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's something, believe it or not, a lot of other people do. And something that I don't generally participate in. Like, I generally don't do readings. Obviously, you follow my channel, you know I don't really do this often. And I don't really go out and find. There are videos that I like to listen to by other people who not doing card readings, but who they follow their intuition and just post positive themed videos. And I'll post a link. Screw it. I'll make it another gift. I'll share. That'll be a gift for you and for them, of course. And I'd say he deserves it. It's a good YouTube channel, I'd say, to follow. It's very, very inspiring, and you may enjoy the art on the channel if you enjoy art and art videos. But it's one of the videos I follow. One of the video channels I follow. Every now and again, who posts some wonderfully inspiring videos, and not every video applies to me, but they apply to a lot of different people, and so that's what this reading is going to be. It is not going to apply to everyone, but it just may apply to you, and you may get something out of it. You may even get something out of it that I don't see or don't mention. And that is perfectly fine too. That happens to me when doing reading for other people, and it's blows my socks off. But, that's just how it goes sometimes. You just gotta go with the flow. I'm getting 3 cards. 3 cards it is. Cut the deck. And it'll be the top 3 cards. Let's see what we have. What do we have? We'll put it over here. No. 1, 2, Hmm. Uh, Interesting. These are some interesting cards. Hmm. I'll show you what I have. Give me a moment to think and smoke on it. And then I'll tell you what I've got. But what I drew was... Here we have the Queen of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. Then we have the Ten of Wands. I'm going to pause the video right quick. Take a smoke if you wish, because that's what I'm going to do. That's actually one of the main reasons I smoke, is because originally, well, of course it was recreational when I started. Then I wanted to do it for the medicinal reasons, but then I realized I didn't really need it for either one of those. It's great for recreation. I don't really need it for medicinal wise, but I learned that throughout history, shamans and witch doctors and priests and all kinds of different religions would use different drugs to get high and go on trips and get messages from the gods. So, with weed, it doesn't make you see things, but it strengthens, I believe what you're thinking about and what you put your mind towards. Basically, what you set your mind up for before you smoke weed is what the weed is gonna help do and help enunciate. So, give me one brief moment, and I'll tell you what I got. So, what I have these are the first things that came to me with each of these cards. I had to do some thinking over it, but this is what we have. I feel as though this is partially a prediction, and it's definitely not specific based. It is more general based. There is advice given for people in general, mixed with warning of what's just gonna happen regardless. But the advice is basically to do the opposite of what everyone else is going to be doing in what's coming up here. But the very first card, we have the Queen of Swords. Generally, this is a positive card, but for this particular reading, it's a big mix. The biggest thing I'm seeing coming from this is that over the next year there's going to be an increase in women leading things. I'm not going to talk about whether I see this as a good thing or a bad thing. That is, I don't really want to get into that. I definitely have no issue at all with women who are good quality leaders. but there is going to be. It seems like there's going to be an upsurge in women leading in general. If there is going to be something positive coming out of it, it is definitely going to have to be the best of the strong women standing up, the ones who know how to lead, the ones who know how to follow their intuition, the ones who, like in her case, what makes her such a great leader. I mean, she is the queen of swords. You know, she's not only brave enough to wield a sword, she's brave enough to wield a pen, and she's brave enough to wield scrolls, books. That means she is studied, she has learned. So if our hope is in anyone in the very near future, it is in the strongest and in the wisest of women that we have, and in them stepping up and acting like the queens that we need them to be. And that means helping men be the kings they need to be, in whatever straight or gay fashion that suits everyone individually. Did I make it through the algorithm and everything? I'm not banned from YouTube yet, am I? I'm bisexual, by the way. There shouldn't be any issues here. So, massive upsurge in women leadership, in women leading things over the next year. The second one, this came out, the Four of Pentacles. Now, this is a situation where, as you can see, he's sitting on a chest full of money, and his cat wants to go out. In these decks, every individual has a feline guardian, or as a representative of their intuition or their conscience. What I'm getting from this is that a lot of people think that holding on to money is going to save them over this upcoming year. And that is not the case. It's not saying to be frivolous. It's not saying to be stupid with your money. That's not the message of the card. In general. Usually it's saying you're being too uptight and you need to spend more. But in this run of things, especially with the upcoming year and the way things have been going, it's coming to me that a lot of people think that just saving up cash, money, currency in general is what's going to save them from the crap storm that's going to be coming from nations going at each other's throats and everything. And unfortunately, that is not the situation. Hoarding, keeping things to ourselves, cash-wise, is not the answer. Like, there's nothing else, there's nothing else in this guy's room that you can see. He's got money, but like, what's he gonna do for food? If the economy, if this guy's economy just crashed, and he's sitting in a house with nothing but money in it, what's he gonna do for food? He can't. If the cat is his conscience, he can't eat his conscience. So what's he gonna? He's gonna starve. He's gonna die from having all this money and no food. How's he gonna keep himself warm? How is he gonna replace his? Well, I mean, he's what? Seriously, he's just gonna buy little bits and pieces of food and everything. But like if or if the economy's crashing and money is losing value, then he's been thinking money has been what's going to save him the whole time. Then he is royally screwed when he goes out to try and buy food and has to spend all his money just to get a little bit. That's what I'm getting here. There's going to be a lot of people like this guy, and because they think that's the only way that there is to plan, that there is to preserve yourself, that there's still going to be food, or that money is that there's still going to be use to the money. But no, the money is not gonna do you much good to depend on. And that's unfortunate. So if you know someone who knows how to, I'm guessing if you know how to, or you know someone who knows how to take stock in food and stuff like that, that might be something you want to look into. Unfortunately, I don't. Hopefully I'll meet someone that will. I'm not too overly worried about it. The universe has been really good to me so far. But this is a general warning. This is just a general warning. Don't depend on the money, or you are going to have an empty house, like this guy. You will have money and you will have nothing. If you think money is going to be all that you need. And then this last one, this is also a warning as well. The Ten of Wands. Now, most witches only carry around one broom. But here in this case, you can see that she's carrying around much, much more than one. To the point to where there's probably a few of them that are not hers. And so, what I'm getting from this is to be careful about, not that we shouldn't help other people. We should. We absolutely should. I mean, that's why I do this channel. That's why I want to. That's the whole. That's part of why I want to do comedy and the charity and everything. That's why I continue to live and breathe, honestly. But there is a point. There is a point with everyone where taking on too much is just too much. And honestly, if you think about it, it's great that this lady wants to help other people so much that she's willing to juggle all this, and that's fantastic. But if you think about it, all the other witches that have let her carry all these, what are they doing? What are they all doing? Sure, some of them get to do other things, but there's so many brooms here that there's not a single other one of the other ladies that noticed how much this one person is doing for all these other women, and isn't showing up to be like, hey, you need to cut back. You don't need to be taking my burden. There's no one even there doing that. And so that means this witch is being taken advantage of. Even though she's helping other people, she's helping other people so much that she's being taken advantage of. And that is something that you really, really need to look out for. Because it's protecting yourself, honestly. Yes, it means being a little selfish. And, sometimes people are just too, well, brainwashed to help. Some people are beyond help. And those are people you just need to let go. Yes, it's sad that that some people just can't be helped, but we have to learn to let those people go. And we have to learn to be able to identify it. We got to be able to, see it, acknowledge it, and then come to terms with it, and then just let them go. Obviously, keep helping others. Don't wear yourself to a frazzle. Don't overburden yourself. Don't make the wrong choice of friends, but don't overdo it. Take your breaks, enjoy yourself. In fact, that's what I'm about to go do right now. I have not played Skyrim in over several years, and I'm about to go download it on my Xbox and go enjoy myself for a few hours. And I recommend you do something that I haven't even gotten it. You have no idea how much it means to me to be getting back into Skyrim after so long. But do something for yourself this Christmas season, this holiday season, whatever you think of it as. Take some time for yourself. Invest in yourself. Heal yourself. Look for things that you could do better at. And do things that make you happy. Not things that are going to screw you over super hard, but do things that make you happy. And that concludes this reading. So, what are the other presents? I'll tell you. If you look in the description below, you are going to find several links to some Christmas music that I personally very much enjoy. Not just any Christmas music, mind you, and not Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They are awesome. I don't want to say they're overrated because they're that awesome. But they've been around that long and they're that popular. It's not them, but it is music along those lines-ish. A little more orchestra, but also some of it is like, oh man, one of them is like a whole hour of Christmas music, but like in the minor key. It's like really creepy and very ominous and like stuff you would listen to for the Krampus movie and things like that. It's awesome. The other one is just almost 3 hours of Christmas music again, but in a much more upbeat, epic movie action style of Christmas music. Very, very cool and fun. The other two that I'm going to share with you, one is in English, so that you know what they're saying, and the other one is in Russian. It is a song that I grew up with in Russia. I had no idea what the actual translation was until today, till I looked it up, and I was surprised at how easily I found it, because I never knew the name of it in Russian, and or in English. I had no idea how I was going to find it. I was just typing stuff in. I was just like, Russian Christmas song, and just hitting random videos till I actually found it. And turns out it is the most popular New Year's, or you could say Christmas song in Russia. I mean, it's all about a Christmas tree. So Assuming it's a Christmas song. I don't know why the one video said it was the most popular New Year Russian song. But anyways, just a little piece of my past that I wanted to share with you. So I hope you enjoy all that music. I'm going to be listening to all of it while playing Skyrim. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas, Yule, Solstice, Hanukkah. And I hope you find much healing. Enjoy the rest of your year. If there is snow and ice where you are, like there is where I am, stay safe. Don't drive fast. And I will see you in the next year, my friends. Till then, stay safe. And until next time, farewell.